Test 1, 2. Today, we're going to start off a little bit different, hopefully allowing you guys to see how to contact me via Google Meets. We're also going to talk a little bit about due dates here today and your journals, late and otherwise, all right? So let's go ahead and get started, folks. Starting with due dates, all right? Starting with due dates. Most of you have seen on Classroom, I got an email last night that asked me, are these things really due on Friday? The administration has asked that we make everything that you guys have due on Sunday instead of Friday, so all of those are going to move to Sunday. I recommend that you get everything done by Friday, today, because you're going to want your weekend. Trust me, it's going to be worth it getting all your stuff done so that you can have a weekend to just chill out and do nothing. That is why I don't do weekend work. Remember, I do not assign weekend work. If you have weekend work, it is on you. It says it in the syllabus, says it in our procedures, says it in everything that I gave you at the beginning of the year. If you don't want to work on the weekend, you do not have to. It is totally up to you. You just have to get all the work done before that. All right? All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on. That's pretty much due dates. That's all I really have for it. You'll note inside your Google Classroom. Oh, I need to cycle some of these off, don't I? I thought I already did do that. Let's go ahead and cycle some of these journals off here. For those of you that are, and let's show you my screen over here. For those of you that do have the 3 current weekly assignments, remember, I'm getting people that are actually turning in this one at the top. You don't have to turn this one in. Leave it green because it's going to be able to show you information. All right? It's super helpful to show you information, so don't do that. Don't turn it in. I think I have 3 or 4 of them turned in both the graphic design classes. Just leave it green, folks. Leave it unsubmitted. That way that you guys can see it all the time, all right? Your first assignment, your first online weekly assignment is due today. AVP folks, you have 2 people that have turned it in. I recommend it being due today. It is technically due Sunday. I recommend it be due today. That way that you can keep your head on straight. AVP 1 folks, 8 people turned in. Good for you. 12 of you, not yet. Make sure that you get that in, all right? 5th period. 5th period, 8 people turned in. Very nice. 12 people still left to go. Make sure you guys turn those in, all right? Let's look at printing and imaging technology. Oh, you guys are doing Jostin stuff. 8th period, 6 out of 15, not as good. Let's make sure that we get these in. These are super easy. If you have any questions on how to create your confidentiality agreement, how to do your 10-step client onboarding process, please ask. Now, that's going to bring us to the next point today. That's going to bring us to the next thing that we're doing today. Submitting comments. It's actually going to be this class meeting portion right here. But submitting comments, okay? If you have a question, submit a comment. If you don't and you would like to collaborate, I had some folks in one of my other classes that decided to collaborate on the assignment. They created class comments. They started talking back and forth on how they were going to complete it. They also started commenting back and forth on the medium or the catalyst by which they were going to use to complete that assignment. That's totally okay, guys. Work together, work in Google Hangouts. I had a few folks create a Google Hangout that had me in it so they could ask me questions about it later. That was a great option, guys. Very smart. Utilize your tools that you have to do this the best you can. Don't, and I'm going to say this over and over again, do not let the fact that this is online keep you from getting the best grade that you could. I have given you an online stream every day, twice a day, morning and afternoon. I have given you instructional videos on our YouTube channel. I have given you Google Hangouts. I've given you my email. I've given you private comments. I've also, wait for it, given you the ability to message me directly using 5 Catalyst messaging systems. If you have yet to contact me and you get a 0 and you come up to me asking, well, not literally because that would be illegal, but if you come and you message me, Mr. Fitzwater, I never got to understand this. That is your own fault because I have given you every opportunity and every ability. In the remind system, I have given you every opportunity and every ability. Speaking of the remind system, if you have yet to get your remind system updated, I only have about 50 of my students on the remind, which means that I have about 50 or so students that have not yet gotten on the remind. Make sure that you do that. This is your information for that. My online office hours up top. Of course, my on-call communication will be 8:30 to 4 o'clock. If you ever need to contact me and need my response in a timely fashion, sorry for that yawn, that's where you go. Communication venues are in Google Classroom, Google Comments, Google Meets, Google Hangout, email, YouTube, okay? Each and every one of those, or Remind. That's 5 different catalysts for you guys to contact me. Please contact me if you are having trouble with this or you do not understand it. I am trying to give private comments to those of you that have accommodations, those of you that are that need help. Normally, I have given you private comments in your private comment section to help you out if you don't yet understand how to complete the assignment. If you do complete the assignment today and it is not up to par, I am going to email you. I am going to send you a private comment. Please keep on top of your private comments. Please keep on top of your email because I will be sending you those. And that was the next thing that we had today. Let's go back to the daily overlay. And that was the next thing that we had today was the grades that you guys can get submitting class comments. I will be also submitting you comments on your work to give you the opportunity to make the best grade possible. I want you to be able to make 100 on every single one of these formative grades that we have going into the grade book. These should be easy to complete. Many of you completed these early in the week. Many of you completed them by Tuesday. If you haven't yet completed them, folks, these are really easy. Don't wait till today to smash in the comment section and say, oh my gosh, I didn't complete this yet. How do I do this? Don't do it because I have a video out there for each one of you guys. If you go to the YouTube channel, here I'll give you the, if you go to the YouTube channel, you can check out our channel, okay? Channel looks like this. You can type in the name Jordan Fitzwater, which will take you to this. It'll show you, well, we're live right now. You can click on that video. That's this video right here. What I do want you to see, though, is down here underneath playlist. There is a playlist for every single class I have, even printing and imaging, oops, that's spelled wrong, and design. I also have tech tidbits. If you missed a stream and you were like, I wonder what was on stream number ABCDEFG. You can pop through these streams and see exactly what I answered during those streams. And then just fast forward to the parts where my video is, okay? And then basically figure out what you need to figure out, all right? As you scroll down here, you will see them notated here at the top. Okay, today we went over bell ringers, AVP1 assignment. Okay, so this is the one with all the assignments in it. I can either scrub through this or I can go back and look in my own folder. Okay, here's another option. Live streaming here allows you to go down to the private comments. Let me go back to the private comments. In most of these, I have created a table of contents for some of the things that you guys need to see or want to see. Okay, that's going to give you the ability to see how or what is in that video, but also the time code so that you can skip to 34 seconds. Let's go to 34 seconds. There's where all the stuff happens. And this is where we start having a conversation about Google Docs for attendance and journals. So you can click in there and find out what I was saying regarding that, okay? Your chat comes in here. So if you asked a question here in chat in the live stream, it will be recorded and it will be played with the video as you answer it. So if I answered any questions in the chat, you'll also see those off to the right. Please make sure that you use these avenues for your benefit. These are only to benefit you. I'm not doing all this work for my own good. This is for you and you alone. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the next thing we need to look at regarding housekeeping things for today. Next thing we need to look at is a class meeting. So folks, if you haven't figured it out, next thing we're going to talk about is our class meeting. Our class meeting is going to be Monday of next week. That is March 30th. One more time, March 30th. Here, I'll give you the calendar so that you can see it. Bloop. Here's your calendar. Whoopsies. March 30th. On March 30th, we will be having our own class meeting. We are going to talk about all of these things we've been talking about in the live stream, because what I do is I get random questions about random things with other students, and they'll ask me the same questions that I've already answered in the live stream. Usually I send them the live stream, say skip to this number, or I send them the video and say skip to this for the answer. We are going to have a class meeting regarding last week. We're going to talk about the things that were not good, what we can improve on. We're also going to take this time to come together and speak, come together and talk to each other. Take a second to do that with me on Monday. It is worth it, folks. It is definitely worth it. The reason why I say that, sorry, my displays just got all wonky, and it actually disconnected one of my displays, so I'm actually having to redo it here. There we go. So if you are having this issue, if you are having this problem, okay, and you are, for example, you're having problems with the assignments, the way that they're assigned, how they're assigned, you're confused about them, be there that day. Contact me about it privately, and then I can answer it on stream anonymously. Okay, those are going to be the things for you to do regarding the class meeting on the 30th of March. On the 30th of March, that is Monday, 1 p.m. You can be in a live stream at 11, but I'd rather you be at the live stream at 1 p.m. I'm going to be sending this out to your parents as a feedback form. I'm going to be sending this out to you as the students in an email. You're also going to get this on your streams. You're also going to get this in the YouTube live stream. You're going to get this in multiple different places, okay? I want to make sure everybody is there at the class meeting, and that's all my classes. That's principles of imaging and printing. That's principles of, that's audio video 2, audio video 1, graphic design, percussion, whatever class you're in, you need to be there in that class. All 5 classes in that stream or in the Google Meet. That way we can talk about this, all right, in the future. We want to make sure that we are doing this to your benefit, okay, and making it easier for you. So that is what that is going to be geared towards, and that is how we're going to do that. If you have any questions currently, you know how to contact me. I've made a contact list and ways for you to contact me here. If you have yet to see this graphic, make sure that you see it, utilize it, get on those reminds. I literally, every time I show this graphic, and I know this is getting really obnoxious for some of you, but every time I show this graphic, I get 2 new students in the remind. Every time I show this graphic, or it randomly pops up in an email or something like that, it's because I get new students every time it's seen, every time it's on there. So again, make sure that you are on the remind. All right, so that's the last thing I have for you guys today. If you have any questions, please make sure that you are asking them. I want to make sure that I'm giving you every opportunity to get these done. I will even take you. I've taken 3 students so far in one class, 3 students in one class, into a Google Meet, into a private Google Meet, where I talked them through how to do the assignment. I went specific, and this was after my hours. This was at 3-4 o'clock p.m. If you need help, please ask. I want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to get help if necessary. All right, that's going to be the end of this video. I'm going to go ahead and set you guys up for stream overlays and fun stuff. If you want to put in a private comment, I'll see it. I'll be looking for them, and I'll answer them as they come in. If I get any other random emails, I'll answer those as well. I will see you guys on the flip side. Most likely, if I don't get any of these questions, I will see you guys in the afternoon for our afternoon session. I have a few new things to go over in the afternoon session. I'm not going to yet do here because I see a lot more people in the afternoon session, and they click on the afternoon session more than they do the morning session. So I want to make sure that I review these that we've talked about, and then of course give you guys some new stuff there in the morning session. All right, go ahead. I will see you guys on the flip side. I've also, in your Google Hangout, I've attached let me talk about that real fast before I leave. In the Google Hangout, I have given you the option. Let me fade this in. Given you the opportunity down here behind my head. I've given you the opportunity to use Google Meet. Click on that link and you can join me in Google Meet. Google Meet looks like this. It's actually giving you the exact audio that's coming through here is going to come through there. You're not going to be able to see me because my camera is being taken up by the stream, of course, but we can still have a conversation. If you have any questions at all, have any comments at all, and you need help, please get into the Google Hangout, the Google Meet, YouTube, email, private comments. You can't reply to the reminds. Sorry, guys, your students. That's a texting service back and forth. It's not recorded. It's recorded and it's recordable, but I'd rather it be on one of the other mediums that our technology department can actually access. All right, you have 5 different mediums to contact me. Please contact me if you are having trouble. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fade you guys out. You guys have a phenomenal end of your week and a great weekend. Okay.
Grime in your face, grime for your dance, grime from the streets, grime for your yard, grime in the veins, that means man can't starve, grime to the end, and me not laugh. So the media were talking, won't be long till they call off, me there from morning, you never see me walk off, everybody dead from the war, start warm up without them there, and anybody figure bark up, come in and take talk, make Babylon park up, they weren't here, for the struggle or start off, listen, this music culture, so me rise umbrella upon a vulture, me no want no pagan come round, and I stand up at the front, my seat like a soldier, but up they beat and bend white body like yoga, anytime my dogs them walk over, from long time in and these stripes for the soda, bumper one smell the aroma, grime in your face, grime for your dance, grime from the streets, grime for your yard, grime in the veins, that means man can't starve, grime to the end, and me not laugh. Ayo, 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 ayo. Me there for supporters, them there for the playlist. Some of them selectors have to follow spaces. Step in a face, night boot, tight laces. Send them another harpoon on the basis. They were true when grind needed saving. Me and them are not kosher. So we sky high race for the dub place. Me the ram with a skin with promoter. I tell them money up front, I'm lean. I chat, I run up on the stage and reel off. My belly off it full, my weed off it strap. I represent grime to the max, so I wanna see the gun fingers from the front to the back. Grime in your face, grime for your dance, grime from the streets, grime for your yard, grime in the veins, that means man can't starve, grime to the end, and me not love. Try to find the simple, that the man ain't making progress, they get gas when they hear a hit single, but don't wanna be a part of the process, that's why we part of them, the money can't mix, not mingle, can't hold on my management for a jingle, only got time for the certified dons from back in the day when wins was illegal, me and them are not family, so you never see me blessed with a pagan. One time they don't try to bang me. I got fire when I burn that blatant. One up on stations, yeah, I got a bad reputation. I like my thing in any place or occasion. Tell some local man stay one side when we're having one of our grand celebrations. Grime in your face, grime for your dance, grime from the streets, grime for your yard, grime in the veins. That means man can't starve. Grime to the end, and me not laugh. Grime in your face, grime for your dance, grime from the streets, grime for your yard, grime in the veins. That means man can't starve. Grime to the end, and me not love.
you